we were able to use higher resolution textures and more detailed environments, generally more sophisticated lighting techniques. I'll show you some of the really latest DirectX 10 optimized effects at some later point. Currently we have just loaded this kind of first level, introductory level to the game, and we have a whole new story, a whole set of new characters, a different protagonist. We have those like S.T.A.L.K.E.R factions that we will interact with. We'll just take a quick look around and I'll show you some of those new elements. I'll take a seat. So we'll skip the dialogue part. So generally we worked a lot on increasing the game's atmosphere, which was a big part of the first game, and we also tried to add more detailing and realism factor to the game and to the environments. You can see that the whole lighting of the game was pretty much changed. We used all those shadow calculations, real-time ones. The sun goes all the way around the dome from sunrise to sunset, casting all those shadows. There is also a set of dynamic weathers that will blend and create different weathers at like every day, same time you have different weathers. There are big camps of the guys here. We changed basically the models and created high polygonal models, took normal maps from them to create low poly ones. This is the barman here. Somehow doesn't want to talk to me. We have bases of those S.T.A.L.K.E.R guys. Vodka drinking at campfire. Well, textures and materials have been thoroughly overhauled as well. Nights have been made much darker. There's a whole set of well, gameplay changes. We're using like detectors to go and search for those artifacts. We used a lot of weapon upgrades. This is like a tutorial mission. I'll just quickly pass through to some of the action that we have. And we were trying to make the game generally more sort of close to the original vision for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You play in this deadly atmospheric zone full of anomalies, full of radiation, and with the latest generation of well, graphical processors, we really can achieve that immersion effect. Here's that trader gave us some basic equipment, changed the interface there. We'll go to one of the guides here, also a new thing. So as I mentioned, we'll be dealing with some of those anomalies. We still like throw balls. There are some of those visual kind of vibration kind of effects. Some whirls on water. Some soft water effect. And it's also a huge level you play on. It's called Marsh, and it contains 6 billion polygons, and it's loaded straight away, and it takes a lot of computation to actually process it in highest level of detail. And well, as you can see, well, the GX 280 can pretty much cope with it real well. So we use detectors to detect those artifacts, pick them up. I'll quickly show you some other visual effects we have in here. Well, I'm on a mission to help some of my buddies who is fighting back some mutants. We still have a lot of those monsters. There's always a lot of fights in the first-person shooter. Pretty much killed everyone, but go up tower to protect ourselves from monsters attacking. We'll be able to shoot down birds if you're accurate enough, of course. We added those like mini games and bandits, as they are, will have a mini game of who shoots down more birds from the sky. These mutant hogs are an easier target anyway from the tower. It's safe. Now on the radio they're reporting of this fallout of anomalous energy coming from the center of the zone. I'm back again with good work for this like visual effect in here when there's this massive wave of deadly energy coming from the center of the zone, so the whole screen changes and goes like intensely red in here. So these things will be part of gameplay as well. Player will need to go hide in special dedicated areas. While I was telling this, I was able to hide, so I died. Okay, let me quit at this point with this gameplay part. I'll load up another quick demo, which explains some of those visual effects we've been able to work out together with NVIDIA. And it's really interesting to see the direction of these GPU processors are taking. I mean, specifically because it's not only a powerful graphics processor, but it also is a powerful processor for some other things like physics, for example. And here indoors, we have this physically correct volumetric smoke effect that you'll be able to see on this type of cards. And so it interacts nicely with all those environments and objects on its way, like characters. If you, for instance, shoot at this ventilating fan and stop it, you will see that the direction of fog has also changed. So it's really like physically true and correct ones, lots of calculations. And it's also interesting for us to see now, GPUs and their combination with PhysX, and we're thinking for some future titles to really, see that in depth and perhaps go into implementing some of those like real-time debris, cloth, fluids effects. So all of these will help us create even more immersive S.T.A.L.K.E.R universe and create better atmosphere of the game. So as you can see, the character passing through the smoke and kind of drags puffs of that smoke after him, and you can see that the smoke envelopes those like boxes on its way. We also use that technique of creating detailing bump, which means like when you do close-ups on surface, the surface remains crisp enough, doesn't get blurry, which also kind of just a little touch in there. All the lighting sources are dynamic and destructible, so it kind of helps to create this sort of type of gameplay where you don't want to be making a lot of presence and noise, and want to sneak up onto the enemy. So yeah, some more of those like boxes in here, so smoke just goes around them, enveloping, and well, this scene reminds me somehow of this Up in Smoke movie, and they sit a little bit like, well, just taking some rest. Yeah, as this demo is like finishing up, it will load with some of the outdoor and outdoor areas and outdoor environment and some other visual effects that we have in here. You saw a glimpse of this volumetric kind of light thing, and it indeed helps us to create this more atmospheric light effect. And luckily with a GPU like this, you can really enjoy it fully, very fast and nicely. We have this effect, also called God rays, sun shafts, effectively. So this bright sun going through all those objects, every object casting shadows on the ground, and you can see that really looking like through sunlight, volumetric sun shafts, very nice. And all those shadows on the ground moving. The time is kind of sped up here. So as I mentioned, we have those dynamic day and night cycles going on in the game. On top of this nice sun effect, we also added some of those rain features. Also an important thing about atmosphere. So as rain will start, the surface and the ground it touches, the more of this water touches the ground, the more the ground starts changing its attributes and its looks. So the ground starts to get like glistening, and you can see that the more water touches it, little puddles and like streams of water show up. We should have that study pretty quickly now. Yeah, like you can see this glistening effect, and now the real water presence can be felt from here. And also, water streams down vertical surfaces. I don't know if we'll be able to see that good from here, there on the bridge. It goes down. And you can see the difference between dry and wet parts of the carriage. So as the sun dries out the surface, it changes back to kind of normal state.